What is going on, guys? Today we have got some of the cheapest high potential young players in FIFA 19 career mode. I have gone to get players that are below 1 million in their value. You can see the maximum right there. Roberto Lopez, 825k at the absolute maximum out of this list of players. So these guys are going to be players you could potentially sign for a lower team if you're managing in League 2. This will be absolutely perfect because it would fit other players in your team with similar ratings, but they're going to develop so well. And obviously, if you don't have a lot of money, you can get these guys at around their value as well. So you don't have to pay too much above what they cost, right? At your budget. Or if you're a bigger team and say you got a couple million to spend, you could splash it on a few of these guys, maybe 2 or 3, build them up for the future. And keep in mind, I am not training these players, so we'll talk about it when we see their development, everything like that. And of course, I've got them at Melbourne Victory in the A-League in Australia, not just because I'm Australian, just because they're a smaller league and we can simulate through the seasons even quicker, and it doesn't really hamper their true development. They still reach their potential and everything like that. So we've got 4 different centre-backs as well in this team. Bisek here from Germany. I was very interested to see how he would develop because he has very good strength already in the 70s right there. So I think he would be absolutely beastly. We've got this guy as well. He's a left back and a right back. Look at those physicals. Look at those physicals. When you got someone that young and at that overall right now, imagine what they'll be like at their potential. So these are the kind of players I wanted to look into, not just with good potential, but that start with some good attributes for their rating. You can see there's a lot of these lower 60 overalls. Anthony McDonald is the right midfielder, center attacking midfield as well. He can play. He's going to develop very, very well. Billy Gilmore from Scotland. Take a look at that balance at his age is really, really good. That probably won't even increase too much more. And yeah, what I was going to say with some of these players, they're going to have their stronger attributes and like I said as well, I didn't train any of these. We didn't do the training. So you could work that. My tip is, that's my tip. Do the training on the attributes when we get into the next part of this video that don't develop as much. If you look, he's weak in that area. Those other attributes are good, but keep that in mind. Look at the attributes that will develop naturally, and those other ones that don't, work on those through training, and you'll be able to get these guys at their very, very best. This guy from Ukraine as well, Mud Reich, 17 years old, should develop very, very well. Gianni Azzinari from Italy. Take a look, only a 59 overall player, doesn't look too impressive, only 2-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot, so it doesn't look too good in terms of that before we see their attributes develop. Really same with our strikers there, Rio Griffiths, but the thing from these lads, they develop so well. Von Moos is the same from Switzerland, only a 58 overall, but see there as well, some of those physicals for his age, only 17, they're pretty decent. We just got to wait and see to his development. And Smith Rowe, I've already put him in one, but I thought he would fit this already because I did one growth test already. But yeah, he fits under this category as well, being under 1 million in his value and being one of the highest potential players for that. For those kind of criteria, the criteria being under that 1 million value. So, yeah, he's one of the better ones. He's one of the better ones at his starting rating, as you can see there. So now we're going to go ahead to simulate to 2027, as you can see there, and maybe from some of the news items, but as you would expect, they would dominate in Australia's league as well, in the A-League, no doubt. But we got to take a look how they are looking right now. So, Sonny Layton there, 82 overall goalkeeper. He has turned into a 6'6" as well, so he's really tall. That high is 27 years of age right now. Reaction is probably the only attribute out of those that's important. Now take a look at the technical, the most important goalkeeping ones, and it's, as always, the kicking just shoots up. And if you take a look at their attributes, both the goalkeepers here actually, their attributes don't look insane. When we get towards the end of this clip right here, we'll take a look at their values and everything like that, and they'll still be worth the signing. The reflexes there is not so bad, but yeah, these goalkeepers don't seem insane. But again, if you're a League 2 side and they get to that value, depends if you get to the Premier League by then, got to keep in mind. But Simon Asta, you take a look at his strong attributes, look at that tackling, very, very strong. In him and Bisek, who I mentioned earlier from Germany, he's going to have that amazing strength, as you can see there, but then he becomes pretty quick with that sprint speed as well. So a fast defender that is strong, and obviously beefing up his defensive attributes. Like I said, that's something you could work on even more to get into the 90s, in mid-90s potentially, if you train him really, really hard. And then another German lad, May, there, you can see that 90 strength, all above 90, those attributes above 90, all those to mention, and heading accuracy, look how strong he looks. And like I said, some of the attributes maybe in the 80s, some good ones that made the 90s, but work on the ones in the 80s in training, and maybe they could potentially be an attribute that's in the 90s as well. So yeah, those are the attributes you really should focus on in training, because again, I'll repeat it, because people will ask, yeah, I did not train these players. And then Adonis there, you took a look at his attributes. And the other centre-back we've got, Eric Garcia. He has got decent jumping there, and he's a pretty quick type. He's one of those, as you expect, being Spanish. He's technically gifted, good with the ball control. If you want to play in terms of that, who's going to be comfortable on the ball, can play a good pass as well. And then Wagner, man, he can left back, right back. Look at all the strong attributes. He's a guy. Look at his crossing and ball control as well. So yeah, it's not like you could work on his other side of the game as well if his defending stats are good, but then he's got good like that technical ability as well. But there may be some you want to work on yourself. And then Brandon Bay from Belgium, he has got some nice attributes. He's that really beastly strong defensive midfield type. Look no further if you want that kind of type, that absolute boss in central defensive midfield, making it really hard for midfielders to get past him in attacking mid. Yeah, he's going to be that strong, stocky type. It's going to be absolutely perfect for that role, and great for the price you can get him for. All these players under $1 million. Anthony McDonald from Scotland develops, you saw there, has some really, really strong technicals. Billy Gilmore from Scotland as well. Physicals, only the balance there, but when we get into the technical attributes, take a look at that finishing, maxed out dribbling. He's so good to use on the ball. Absolutely amazing. Feels like Messi, like when you get these younger players, when they've got like that kind of dribbling as high as it can be. It's no surprise they feel like that when they've got high ball control and dribbling. Enzo here as well from France. He's another one of those central midfield types, defensive midfield. But this guy, one of the best, Dabo from France. He's left-footed, but you look at his physicals. Not amazing. Another occasion where we have to take a look at the technicals, and those are crazy. Like I said, ball control, even crossing there as well, dribbling, all those strong attributes, the long passing, finishing. He can do the lot. When he's got the ball at his feet, he can pass it off, he can create a goal, he can finish, he can bang in a goal, he can do everything. Roberto Lopez as well gets to an 84 overall here at 27 years of age. Looks like a very good creative central attacking mid. Again, being Spanish, of course, he's going to have that great quality, great passer, great with the ball at his feet, the ball control, dribbling, everything like that, very good. Madrak, who we mentioned earlier as well, from Ukraine. Take a look, all those pace attributes, sprint speed, agility, acceleration, all maxed out, 99. So 99, the 99s everywhere. Super fast and amazing passer, great dribbling. What more could you want? Pretty solid finisher as well. Again, that's something you probably work on in training if you wanted a bit stronger. Work on other attributes that aren't as high as you would like, because you can see all these others, some close to maxing out and ones that do max out. Yeah, work on the others that don't quite get to the attribute you need. Again, as Gianni, 83 overall right now. So these guys, a lot of these guys, they don't develop. They don't develop into world class. They develop into good Premier League players. If you say Premier League, in the good top division. We talk about La Liga and everything like that, Bundesliga, Serie A. They become good players. They don't become, like I said, compared to players before, if I was saying like Messi, not as good as Messi, but they feel like him in certain situations, the dribbling types. They're real good for their rating as well. Like Von Moos here, he's 84, but take a look at the physical. Really, really quick as well. That kind of mixture is really tough for the CPU to defend, really, and with those amazing technicals as well. He backs it up, he can take shots, he can pass really, really well. Julian, very good player. Then Emil Smith-Rowe, that winger. He can play left wing, right wing, centre attacking midfield as well. 4-star skiller. In terms of that, he's the best option. There was a few other players under this criteria as well that we didn't put in, but yeah, these are the best of the lot in my view. He gets to an 85 overall. Very, very strong attributes once more. It feels like a lot of these players develop in their similar attributes, especially the attacking players. They don't just get good finishing, but they get the good ball control, the good dribbling, crossing, that kind of stuff as well, majority of the players. But wanted to go to the top, and Dabo, he developed into the best player there, 86 overall, but I feel Smith-Rowe really contending with him. Maybe you guys leave in the comments who you think has developed the best, but we want to show the values. Look how much they have increased. Dabo, he went from under $1 million value. He wasn't even the highest worth to begin with, and now he's 42 million. See the profits you could potentially make with these players, and even if you don't keep them before they get to their potential, you sell them before they get to their potential, and you could still make a profit. I wanted to point out, look at those players there that get to over 30 million at least, and even guys that only get to 20 million. That's still a great profit you'll make. Whether you keep them, that will be a great signing for you. The price you paid to get a solid players like these, like I said, I don't think any of them will be described as world class. Like, you probably describe 88 overall or a bit more, but they are very, very good players, or they could be very, very good profits for you. If you sell Dabo, if you get an offer in for him, if you don't even transfer list him, it could be a very high offer, maybe 60 million or above. So hopefully you enjoy this video, lads. Leave suggestions for more. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.